Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So a new archetype was revealed, I think it was yesterday, and I'm honest, I didn't read them back when they were revealed. I was busy with other stuff. Actually, the first thing I read about them was, oh man, these seem like the new Warlocks. So I was like, I'm just probably, won't bother or check them out later. And later is now, so like the day after. And these seem actually pretty good. It's not the next Warrock, it's the next 2DX. Yes. No, not kidding. So, they are actually very nice. So, 2 level 3s, 1 level 4, level 4 is a tuner, and they kind of facilitate an OTK. So, it's kind of like a combination of, what is it, Math Mech, what else? Burning Abyss maybe a bit? The archetype is focused on OTKs and synchro summoning as well, so it's a go second deck. What's the combo all about? The deck has multiple one-card combos. One of them is this one. So this is their Stratos. It searches their spells, or traps. No traps just for now, but they have 2 spells. A field spell and the quick play spell. The quick play spell is fantastic. It's a Rota for their archetype, plus during the battle phase, it becomes a Rota and special summon one of your dragons from hand. And again, that facilitates an OTK, and plays around Nip, and that's the cool thing about this archetype is that this archetype, this OTK, it's during your battle phase, so it dodges Nibiru like a champion. So no Nip. Nip is not an option for this. So that's already really nice. So again, the other gimmick of this deck is very similar, I guess, to Yangxing. You can synchro summon during the battle phase. All of them have that effect. So the level 4 tuner has that, and the other 2 level 3s also have that effect. So quick synchro during the battle phase. They have a level 7, which reborns from graveyard, and a level 10, which again facilitates OTKs and pops as well. So a lot of different effects, but it's actually pretty straightforward. The combo is super easy and it's super linear, and everything leads to this one combo. Like level 7, level 10, and then Trident, the dragon. Trident, it was played back in the day with the rulers, Dragon Rulers 2013, like Draconities maybe, but ever since I don't think it saw play, right, competitive wise. But here in this case it definitely works out, simply because you can keep attacking during your battle phase, keep synchro summoning, keep attacking, eventually go for Trident, pop, 3 attacks, etc. So it's kind of ridiculous. The Sky Striker package is there to, obviously, because you want to go second. It's picks away resources from your opponent, forces hand traps, and puts up, you will see, like another Sky Striker monster on field, which could potentially be okay if you want to attack over, let's say, your Little Knight, for at least your opponent's Little Knight, for example, and it forces hand traps, etc. So another thing that caught my attention for this archetype, which again is something that Konami knows how to make an archetype good, is their field spell. The field spell is very similar to the Spiral field spell. So once per turn it searches, plus it also, during your main phase 1, it's basically a misc, so it makes your monsters, unaffected by card effects. But only during main phase 1. But again, fantastic, no imperm, etc. So kind of similar to, again, Spirals. So this is your standard combo again, keep attacking, the green prevents, cannot be destroyed by battle, while the one in the middle here, the level 3, says no damage. The level 4 makes it, and that's where one of the combos, it's basically your hero lifts your level 4. Like attack or crash into your opponent, and then you can special summon one of your monsters from the deck. So it's a hero lifts, fantastic, tutors your Debris Dragon reborn from graveyard to, get your fuel, get your monsters going. So, and then it's synchroing up, level 7, reborn something from grave, you can quick synchro to their level 10, and then, because you have your resources all of potentially 1 card, you can go for Trident, pop your level 10, your field spell doubles the attack of a dragon on field, so, Trident Dragon will be pumped up to 6k and can attack 3 times. Like this deck can even OTK through your own Pot of Prosperity. That's how cool it is. And crazy at the same time. And consistent, again, built-in protection as well. Gosh, so what is it? Okay, the Unicorn kinda hurt. It's, I can't remember which card it picked. But it's definitely going to hurt, simply because another Unicorn is probably hitting the board if it wasn't for this Ash. So I do opt to go for Ash. So let's see, we have a couple of ways to play around this. The potential double Shangri-La is a problem because I need those monster zones. Triple thrust is super stable, especially with the Sky Striker cards. You know, jamming, that's jamming wave, right? I mean, the cards pop the back row at the same time, even though the Imperm wasn't that useful here, but it could have been useful during the battle phase. So at level 4, there is again no damage because of, you know, the other 2 level 3s, rank up, Synchro up to level 7, Reborn, attack if it's needed, and then use a Debris Dragon to reborn something from Graveyard, Synchro up to level 10, change everything to attack position, and if this is not game, you can still, you know, reborn your level 7, quick Synchro up to Trident, pop 2, pop field, pop your own level 10, because that one also has the capability to reborn itself, and then pop another card on field. So, like, one card deals over, what is it, 20k damage. With field spell, even more probably, it pops 2 cards, 1 spell, 1 trap, and puts up a couple of big beat sticks on the field. So that's quite scary. That's really scary. Of course, Droll hurts, but on the other hand, I mean, Nip is useless. Nip does nothing because you play during your battle phase. Your standard hand traps, I mean, you know, like Ash, etc. Every deck, basically every deck is hurt by Ash, but as you see, like, you're playing so many searches, things that force out your opponent's Imperm. Your stuff could be, you know, like unaffected by stuff like Imperm. So all of those reasons kind of makes it a little bit scary. It's not going to be your next top tier deck, I feel, just yet, even though it's still only the first wave of support. But and again, this is only the first wave of support. It does a lot, and all from one card, or, you know, multiple one cards. The field, their Searcher, their Rota during the battle phase, the normal summon Stratos, like those already 9 cards per start. That's 10 cards, 10 potential starter cards already from the top of my head, plus extenders, etc. So again, that's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, not going to lie. Of course, if your opponent knows, and that's, I think, the biggest weakness still of this deck, if your opponent knows the deck, going first for this deck is hard. Simply because if you're not running any other engines next to this particular archetype, what can you do? Not much really. So that's something that I'm definitely going to work towards to, like, make this deck... I mean, in the current format, are there decks? Of course, you know, stuff like Sky Striker, unless you're building specifically going blind second, I think most decks just want to go first, right, in our current format. So if your opponent's not, at least does not know what you're running, obviously they'll go first. Or if you win a dice, they can just go first. So that's a thing, but that's still, I feel, the biggest. It's not per se, or not necessarily the hand traps that are this deck's biggest weakness. Droll, yeah, Droll a bit, depends on your hands. If you have a lot of searches in hand, obviously that hurts. But it can play around Droll. As you saw during the battle phase, you know, you can just OTK through Droll as well. But yeah, I mean, one card, like, very similar to, what is it, Life Twins, Evil Twins, dodge the Imperm here, surge their spell, go battle phase, and this is full combo. No, Nip doesn't help. Ah, yes. Next step, next level power creep. You can, you know, do your synchro stuff during your battle phase to dodge Nip. Not like Yang Zing, like only once, etc. So, yeah, it's cool. I mean, there is potential. There's really potential for this archetype, and who knows, they're probably getting more support in the future also, but they have a solid field spell, a solid Searcher, solid Rota. Their monsters are fantastic. They might get another monster, maybe a Stratos, the one that searches monster, even though their field spell already does that, so that might be too much. We saw traps being mentioned, being searchable, so probably, you know, a trap here and there, an Infernity Barrier alike card, that's definitely plausible. So I'm happy with this list. I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. So, you know, all suggestions are definitely welcome. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Peace.